All right, everybody, welcome in. This is another Stormgate cast, and I'm Algorithmore. This one's going to be featuring another new contender, and I want to say welcome to all the new people on the ladder. I'm not sure if this is an alt. I think this is a new person named Niemand, playing the cell in the blue, and over here in the red, also appearing to be a new player. This is High, but this is actually, as far as I know, KR Bob. Welcome in, KR Bob. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Little extra sound effects there today. We got an Argent showing up already. These games get started a little bit quicker here in 0.5. You don't get a free scout unit, but players are building units a lot quicker and getting to the action a lot faster. And I kind of like that. We get a scout out. And I don't think a scout is really a good match for two Argents. But maybe it's just like your dog running out on the porch and barking and say, "Get away!" Ruh, 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 ruh. That's right. There are no longer any cabbages on the map for the scouts, the little dog food. That's because we have wellsprings now. You don't need cabbages when you got a wellspring. Hedgehog out for KR Bob. And Niemand has opened with the 3 Argent opening and the Arc ship punishing. Sort of fascinated by this little trick. Certainly an unintended consequence of the Argent changes that might get rethought. These kind of tricks are always cool in the game, but it also detracts from sort of the accessibility for new folks. If the way you need to play as Celestial is to do that, it's not very intuitive. Here comes the first fight. Hedgehog running up. One Argent goes down. KR Bob doing pretty good, but the Argents are standing strong, being like, fine, you come up my ramp. Somehow they're body blocking. And what's with... Oh, is that... Oh, I have that scout selected, and I think what we were seeing were the command echoes from KR Bob just repeatedly attack moving onto one of those Argents. It looked kind of cool, though. And look at this. I like how KR Bob has sent his Hedgehogs back and also his scouts here to the Wellspring to soak it up.
Stormgate will activate soon.
Another Hedgehog coming out up here. Only on one base for KR Bob here to start. One base, whereas Niemand has gone into the second array pretty quick. Has pumped up to 3 chambers. And where are we at? We're at 5 Argents. He had lost 1 in that skirmish. All these units healed up in the Wellspring. 1 scout here. Trying to see what's going on. Ooh. You see that... Let's... maybe... How do I do this? 1? No. Let's show me the vision. I don't like how it fades so much, but now we're on the vision. Okay. The scouts should be able to show us. I'm not sure if it was really telling us there. Let's go back to everyone vision. This is a nice little skirmish here. Once again, I like the bravery of Niemand's Argents. A lot of times you'll see the Argents try and kind of kite a little bit, but his have just pulled right in. It's like, I'm going for the kill. I'll stand in the middle of all your units. He is losing Argents as a result, but he also was able to get many more kills on the Hedgehogs and Scouts there. Now, does that mean he got the most efficient trades, comes out really ahead? I'm not sure. It's hard to judge, but he does still have 5 Argents, where KR Bob is only on the 2 Hedgies. But Supply says there are more Celestial units on the map. That might mean there has been a lot more workers, possibly. I think we're up to 3 base here now. Right at the last second here, KR Bob's going to come in and go for some kills on these Argents and manages to get a few of them. But as once again, I think Niemand has shown us here, you just push your Argents through, you stand in the middle of all that chaos, and you just kill. You just kill things. Now, the boys have been pulled. Nonetheless, the Argents were able to focus fire down that weak hedgehog. Scouts here are also low. 2 of them go down. More Argents showing up. This is really nice play so far from Niemand. Now, did he capture that Stormgate? I don't think so. I think it went down without being captured. Because I don't see any reward. We are on the 3rd base here. We're getting our Guardian Nexus up. Bob's got putting down some sentry posts here. I think he's just a little worried, having lost a couple of those skirmishes. He probably doesn't know these numbers, but we can see here that Niemand definitely is ahead, quite a bit ahead actually. You know, maybe enough ahead. Like Bob knows that he needs these turrets and such to be able to stay alive if that many Argent shows up. But Niemand like neither of them really know
Dimensional rift detected.
how big the gap
A
is.
Stormgate will activate soon.
Without, you know, doing a scout. Now here's a scout, a literal scout. Probably seeing that ball of Argents. So I do think that Bob knows a little bit more here.
A Stormgate has appeared.
Bob is aware that his smaller force of hedgehogs can't really fight that group of Argents. So he's staying at home, trying to build up. Argents and Kree move out. That's a lot of units here. And they're going to easily claim this Tier 2 Stormgate. Yeah, Tier 2. It would be cool if there's a little indicator on that. Maybe there is that I haven't noticed. Stormgate activated. Little discussion today. Should the rewards be available for everyone to see? My contribution, I think I should be able to see them. Like me personally, Chris. Now what are these? These are soul forges going home to forge some souls. Those are the clonees. We got 2 of them, meaning you can clone 2 units. For celestial sets, often an archangel. Do we have Legion Hall, Legion Hall? No angels coming out yet. 3 looking for bases. There are not very many bases, as Bob is only on 2 bases and is building up in those bases. He's built some barracks as a wall over here. He's got a couple extra barracks over here. Oh, there. Now he just sold them. I'm wondering what barracks tech he was using. Those were literally just a wall. 3 hanging out here. 1 waiting for a base. Another Kree over here looking for a base. Niemand has definitely knows he's in the economic advantage and is trying to just build up, get more ahead, as they say. There is another Stormgate coming down in about a minute and a half. And has he used those soul forges yet? No, he's got animancers out now. He could clone those potentially. But I do think more animancers on the way. Maybe this is an animancer tech game. Oh, there we go. We just hit our Arc Fortress. So no wonder it's animancers. You can't build your archangels until you're at tier 3. That's what makes them tier 3 units. Oh, my bad. Looks like KR Bob moved out and put some damage down on the Kree that were hanging out there. That was kind of good for him because it's free supply that trades into his army instead of the other way around, given that he's in the supply deficit. Now he is coming in with some Vulcan tech here with med techs. He's got a good tech, but Niemand has had enough time to get his Dark Prophecies out, and it looks like that's what he's happy. He's like, let's go, let's battle.
Dimensional rift detected. A Stormgate will activate soon.
We see some of the Animancers using their ability to drain the energy and health from the opponent. looked like they were being used on med techs, which basically serves a double or triple bonus.
A Stormgate has appeared.
Not only are you draining their health and their energy, which of course is great on a med tech, but you're getting health and energy. It's all, maybe that's quadruple bonus. Now, I love this move from Niemand, who's going to say, okay, let's engage over here. How about I drop some Dark Prophecies on you? Oh, wait, I've got another army coming in from the other side there, and I've got the sickest concave ever. Wow. Although a bunch of those Argents were standing in the Vulcan AoE, so they went down. Now we're seeing a little bit of that healing ability coming from the Animancers. Ooh, draining the Hornets. I like it. Big Dark Prophecies there. That was a really cool engage from Niemand. He heaven steps his Argents forward, tries to get them on top of Hedgehogs, but the Hedgehogs are the ones who are going to win that little battle. But they do have to pull back as new reinforcements show up for Niemand. Animancer's doing a lot of work there. And that really, really cool flanking play. I really think in Stormgate right now, the flanking plays, the pre-splits, those kind of moves are really, a lot of the time that's what's going to be winning some of these games. I mean, it doesn't happen in every game, but in games in which you can get a good flanking play like that, often that can turn the tides. Now, Niemand was already ahead and used that battle to dwindle KR Bob back down to a small army size. And Niemand has it took a lot of losses there too, and is rebuilding. Now has a deep one, so that's always fun. Still, oh wait, I was like, still has these soul forges, but wait, you can use those on deep ones. Is he gonna do? Niemand, don't forget your Niemand, buddy, you got the this, buddy. Okay. I got ahead of myself, hoping we'd get more deep ones, but maybe the soul forges are decoration. They're trophies. The deep one's here no matter what. The deep one is a badass. Pardon my language. But the deep one puts down serious DPS. It's single target DPS. There we go. We got overcharge trigger. Try and keep those servos alive. Remember, it boosts their speed too. But they chose to go hide. A few of them getting caught. They need the mineral walk. Looks like they did. A few atlases in the back, but mostly getting friendly fire there. Deep one here. I love watching the deep one needs some speed boost.
A Stormgate will
He's so slow. Look at how
soon.
chunky he is. I mean, he's already OP. Probably doesn't need to be zipping around. But let's go, Big Daddy. Yeah, kill some Vulcans with your big fireball death. Boom. Get the atlases. I am the deepest of ones. They stop to destroy, and again, look how fast. Look at every time the deep one hits it. Huge damage. Still a Vulcan alive somehow. Scythe goes down to the flak cannon. Servo hunting. All the servos went down. Now this base is still up, but I bet its next target. A few Argents decided, let's go for the Stormgate here. How are those soul forges doing? Still chilling. Still on display. Gonna come back and capture the Stormgate. What do we have here? A Kree. That was the Scout Kree. Bob's trying to stay in this, but I think it's not much longer. What are we gonna get out of this one? There's lots of possibilities. Triple clones. Another deep one. Power Stone. Make the deep one into an avatar. What are we gonna get? Nothing. We're just going to charge in with our invisible units. There is a helicarrier there. Ooh, Big Daddy pops out. Huge Dark Prophecies there, killing everything. Just everything. Helicarrier goes down, and that is GG from KR Bob.